Welcome back to WSJ News Hub. I'm Clemency Burton-Hill, and if you're just tucking into a nice grilled cheese sandwich this morning, opting for a couple of cheese slices on your breakfast sandwich perhaps, know that you are following a human tradition that scientists now believe date back thousands of years. That's right, researchers have found that the earliest known chemical residues of milk fat on ancient pottery fragments were probably early cheese strainers. Our science reporter Robert Lee Holtz is with me in the newsroom to tell us more. This is a great story. These fragments of pottery have been puzzling scientists for a long time.
They've been arguing about them for decades. You know, are they cheese strainers? Are they fire pots? Are they, strainers for making stew? But, cheese is such a humble comestible, but we're really talking about one of the great innovations in biotechnology, because this is an invention that not only changed our diet, making us oriented toward dairy products, whatever, but actually changed us as a species genetically. I mean, Europeans, where cheese-making apparatus that we're talking about today apparently originated, have a gene, a genetic mutation that allows them to tolerate milk products in a way that other people in other parts of the world, Asia, parts of Africa, South America, can't. And there are scientists at the University of London, University College London, who've suggested that, the early origins of cheese making in this particular part of Central Europe, Poland, near the Vistula River, where these strainers were found, is somehow related, that there was a natural selection pressure, survival, the ability to sort of eat spoiled milk, cheese. These created circumstances that kind of led to, actually, people like you and I. We both look like we're of European extraction. So a group of organic chemists at the UK's University of Bristol did some really very precise and subtle work on these pots. And what they found were telltale organic carbon isotopes that are distinctive to milk fats. And this has led them and archaeologists who study this sort of thing to conclude that these funny-looking perforated flower pots, if you like, were really among the first implements of cheese making.
There's a photo in your story that's in today's paper. Can you explain what that actually means?
Well, those little dark spots are the holes in the pot that I'm talking about. Now, you would have used this kind of strainer. The archaeologists speculate, much as actually cheesemakers still use it today, to separate the curds from the watery whey. The curds, which are cottage cheese or fromage frais, would have stayed in the pot. The watery whey, which contains much of the lactose that most people, or many people at the time, were not allergic but intolerant of, would have flowed out. They would have been left with something that was very portable, something they could preserve. And at this point in time, 7,200, 7,500 years ago, may have been a key to their survival.
So do we have a sense of what that cheese would have been like? Does it bear any resemblance really to the kind of cheese that we eat today?
That's what I was wondering. And what I'm told is, well, first of all, no, we have no idea what kind of cheese it was. But logically, it would have been no doubt what cheesemongers would call an acid coagulated cheese, one of the three kinds of broad families of cheese, and that would have been like a cottage cheese, watery, spreadable, very soft, it is perhaps not unlike what people are putting fruit on this morning, eating as part of their diet.
Well, it's enough to make me want to pop down to the cafe and grab a cheese sandwich, that's for sure. Robert Lee Holtz, thank you so much for joining us in the WSJ Newsroom this morning. More on that story in the paper today.